Welcome back here in Chipley, Florida at Powell's Park for the annual Relay for Life for Washington County. Here right now with Jimmy Schweinsberg. If you're a regular viewer of the show, you've seen Jimmy before at some of the Vernon events particularly. But Jimmy serves as the event chairman, and it's a pretty weighty position, but also a pretty rewarding one. Jimmy, how long have you been involved with Relay for Life here in Washington County?
3 years.
That's all?
That's all.
You've been pretty high profile, so I guess it's. I guess I started paying attention to you as soon as you became that chair, and you have had a team from the correctional facility in the past. Is that what you're doing here tonight?
Well, no, we don't have a team here with the prison this year, but we're just here for the event itself.
Okay.
You know, and it's actually this year is different because they combined the Washington County, Holmes County. So we're actually the Washington Holmes relay this year. We've got teams from Holmes County here as well.
Wow, and I didn't realize that. So obviously that should help to fill up the field.
Absolutely. I think there's more teams here this year than have been in recent years.
In a spread out but relatively small community in which we find ourselves, you've got Washington, Holmes, Jackson, the northern half of Bay County. It's basically all one community, and people may live in one county but work in another one. They may work in one county and go to lunch in another one. That's how close Bonifay is to Chipley and Vernon to other parts of Bay County and Ebro. So at the end of the day, we all are one big extended community, but at the end of the day also, American Cancer Society likes to divide them up by counties. In this case, you've combined Washington and Holmes. It makes total sense because I would imagine that there are a lot of people, for instance, in your facility, you're at the jail, or at the prison rather. What percentage of people live in Holmes County, you reckon, that work it there?
A small percentage, probably, 15-20%.
Right. I know the hospital in Chipley, 15-20% of those people come from Southeast Alabama, Jackson County, and Holmes County.
We've got Holmes, Washington Bay. We've got people from all over, southern Alabama that work at our facility. But like you said, cancer doesn't have, county lines. And so we're just out here just doing our part. And it's a beautiful day, and Powell's Park has been a good place in the past, and, it's proven to pay off again.
What was it, 4 years ago that it was a total washout? And this time of day on that Friday, it was just a sodden mess out here.
Absolutely.
Water standing in the field, and it was pretty much a no-show. Last several years, you've had a real break from the weather. It's been beautiful.
We have. It rained a couple days ago, which has made the outside edges here very soggy. We've had a couple trucks stuck today. Somebody might have thought they was driving by the bog end, but, we might add that as a part of our event next year, the mud bog, but this year was strictly accidental. But yeah, we've been blessed with beautiful weather today.
Music coming from behind us now. There's nothing that can be said more true about Relay for Life than it's loud. You've got music, people having a good time all night long. Obviously, the big thing are the kickoff, the opening ceremonies, up through the luminaries. Lots of emotion there, certainly.
Absolutely.
Lots of opportunity to pay respect to those who have come before us who didn't survive. More importantly, those who are still survivors and who go out and do every day what they have to do despite the ravages of that deadly disease.
Absolutely. And that's what it's about. We've lost loved ones. We've all been touched by it, but we're also here honoring the ones that have survived and that are continuing to battle. And we're fortunate because we've got a local restaurant here, Colonial Restaurant, who's actually providing the survivor dinner for our survivors at the backside of the track, and this is their second year doing that. And it's selfless whenever you get into the sponsors and you look around at the signs as you walk the track at the different people who's contributed to this. I don't have time to sit here and call everyone's names out, but there's markers around the track with all of our sponsors on it, and it's just a beautiful thing that we're able to get the community out here together and do this.
Now, give me a thumbnail sketch of the progression of events. We're going to kick off at 6 o'clock. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We're going to kick off at 6 o'clock. And as we do, I'll introduce you to the team and our committee, and then we're going to introduce you to our survivor chair. And the relay is going to always start with the survivor lap and then the caregiver lap, and we'll progress through the night as we go by playing games at every hour and half hour. We've got a different set of games and events that's going to take place, and then at 9 o'clock, 8:45, 9 o'clock, we'll shut things down, turn all the lights off, and go through our luminaria, and that's strictly a remembrance of someone that we've lost or someone that we've got here. And you know, if you've never been to a luminaria service and it's your first time seeing it, you'll never be the same after it. It's a beautiful thing.
I've been fortunate enough for the last couple of years to be the one to read those names, and so you're exactly right. Lots of emotion involved. There are many opportunities here tonight and all the way through tomorrow morning to actually generate more funds going to your bottom line. In conversation a while ago, you said around 15% or so of your total budget's raised here at the actual event. For those unaware, many businesses or fraternal organizations get together, they form a team, they collect the monies. At that point, you have that much money in hand. You've got donors and sponsors in some United Way throughout the year. But then here tonight, you've got many opportunities. You mentioned Luminaria, then an opportunity for somebody to buy a candle in memory of a loved one.
Right, you know, and you'll see the bags, they'll be lining the track, and there'll be candles, and you know, and it's a donation. You don't buy the bag, you know, if you want to give a quarter for a bag or if you want to give $150 for a bag, you know, we're not going to deny anybody the opportunity to remember their loved one out here. So, but it's all going to the same kitty, and everybody around here, they're selling food and drinks and games, and everything is about raising that end goal of, you know, funds to be able to give back, and it's just it's an incredible thing.
Along with the raising of funds is the raising of the awareness. Many people don't realize what a toll that cancer takes on society every single year. Despite the fact that almost nobody has somebody in their family that has not been affected by it at some point. But yet we still have blinders on and we forget the big picture. So hats off to you and the American Cancer Society, in this case the Washington County and Holmes County Relay for Life teams. Do you have a respective member of Holmes County team that does your job over there?
Well, no.
Or is this all one now?
It's all combined under one committee. I mean, we've got different people that work on sponsorships inside of Holmes County, and the teams, reaching out for the teams and fundraising. And I mean, like I said, we try to forget about a county line, or I know that we've got a Chipley and Holmes County when you come to the sports fields and everything, but you know, and that's good friendly rivalry. But you know, when it's right here, that sign on Highway 90 that says Holmes County, Washington County, that's got nothing to do with what we've got going on here. You know, we wiped that county line away and tried to bring these two communities together. And as you go around and you see, this is the result of that.